my
out because of kind of the passive play, the very stagnant gameplay on this map, but I like it a lot. I like the empty space between the two mains. It opens up for a lot of drop potential, a lot of, well, in this matchup, Mutilus Harass, that kind of a thing. And then, yes, it does get stagnant out in the middle of the map, but in this matchup, I'm not sure we're too concerned about that as much.
What is kind of funny is that Hyun has played a couple of legendary DVTs apparently this weekend, and every single time he was playing one of them, I was cursing a different series.
Oh well, so you have you're just oblivious. He's like, what a boring player.
I'm just relying on James for this series.
Yeah, I think this is, of course, guys, be a great game, but I don't want to spoil for you the ending. But let's just say that I mean, in all fairness though, Jjakji, like I've heard not much about him, but people are like he's like the surprise
master sensationalist, but actually. You can fact check me on it, you can check it out, I know it's subjective, but check it out. It was literally one of the most phenomenal TVZ performances I've ever seen, and then he was completely forgotten afterwards.
Okay, so the forgotten GSL champion. And Hyun, like, you know, I've seen his run over at some American tournaments. I think he was at MLG's.
Hyun has won a DreamHack.
He was the runner-up of MLG.
Nice from MLG, yeah.
Top 4 at a different DreamHack, top 4 at last HomeStory Cup. Just lots of like consistent performances, but only one championship in the finals over Jadong.
The DreamHack he won, yeah, exactly. It was so funny. So there's a DreamHack, Stardust versus Jadong. Everyone's like, all right, finally, Jadong's going to get that championship. Who the hell is Stardust? Stardust frickin' beats him. Next DreamHack, Jadong's in the finals again. It's like, all right, he's got ZVZ, JVZ versus Hyun. Finally, he's going to win. Hyun destroys Jadong. Like, the poor guy. That's Hyun's legacy now.
Either way, very economic openings on both sides, as it was a command center first for Jjakji with a Wonder-X follow-up factory going down. So far everything pretty standard. Actually, I believe we have a dedicated observer this game. That is right, so we have to kind of keep a close eye on our program out, because we got Funka.
Vibrant generation of observers that we have. They're so good. Funka and Feza, Gretorp, you know, the best observers of our time.
You know what's really fun is that like Gretorp got a lot of crap for his observing when he wasn't actually observing. It was like day 9.
Oh no!
Can someone tell Gretorp to stop observing? Meanwhile, it's day 9 observing.
Then they're like, hey, it's day 9.
Oh yeah, actually it was.
I guess it's pretty good. It's actually too good. That's why we didn't recognize it.
Second refinery about to finish up in the main base. We see a tech lab being added as well to the Rex.
No, it's just several barracks.
Maybe some good old early stim with a couple of Hellions, march across the map and try to pick up this third base.
It's quite a bit earlier. This third base, obviously this is a larger, but not the largest map. But that third lends itself towards the Terran player. So a really heavy bio push from some Hellion harass could be quite strong here.
Oh, that's a really quick layer as well for Hyun, by the way. That's 6 minutes and 3 seconds.
He's going to double, I was going to say double Evo, but it's just Roach Warren. He's been extremely, and I say this, but it's describing his CVT, Roach-centric. The Mutilus have been like an afterthought, and this is something we've seen a little bit in the metagame in TVZ, where a lot of Zergs are opening up Roach, because it puts the fear of God in terms of a Banling bust in the Terran player, but then they come out with the 12 Mutilus anyways. The thing is, and you said this actually, I think we cast a series together, when you do Mutas as the secondary tech, they're going to be behind in upgrades, and that can be problematic if you don't do a lot of damage right away.
Don't you think it's going to be a problem for Jjakji if he wants to be very aggressive into this Roach style? Because I feel that's exactly where Roaches are good. Yeah. Roaches are becoming kind of, you know, they become less relevant the longer the game goes. Sure. And if a Terran just sits back and gets 170, 180 supply Bioball out, you're going to have a hard time with your Roaches.
To that point, though, the reason why I think Roaches are a decent option here is A, they absorb that aggression you talked about, and I think we agree on that. But B, holding a third against Roach aggression is really hard. A lot of times you rely on map geography, but certainly SimCity. So Jjakji's going to be able to control his own destiny. However, that third base is really wide open. Defending the natural ramp and the third at the same time can be really hard. So Roach aggression could be very strong here.
We have 6 Hellions out on the map right now. It's obviously going to be very important that it keeps those Hellions alive as long as possible, as they soak up a little bit of damage as well, and they represent the map control. James, some of your expert analysis so far?
Yeah, it's alright if you guys want to pick on me, by the way.
Otherwise, by the way.
We've been proven wrong, Jeff. We've been proven wrong. But either way, 2 of the Hellions will go down. Jjakji's got a little bit of map control with the Hellions he has out, but again, you mentioned that the Roaches could be problematic.
Yeah. I kind of like Hyun's position, because he's going up to 3 bases. There's no third command center yet for Jjakji. It's all going to go down to execution and the first couple of big fights, though. But if they fight on creep, I think these Roaches will be able to hold their ground pretty well in this phase of the game. and if he doesn't take any economic damage.
Shields, if I'm not mistaken. Nope, there it is. It's being upgraded, but there's just too many Marines. However, they're
he's
getting...
stimming a lot, though.
Yeah, they're very low on health. So it looks like they might be able to fend off... I mean, they're just kind of trading right here, but there's enough Marines to do some more damage.
Well, there are 10 additional roaches on the way. He did pick off 2 queens. That's definitely pretty nice. Only 2 queens remaining. Reinforcements streaming in as well. Hyun.
Jjakji.
Where are those roaches? Stop sending them in one by one.
Yeah, I think Jjakji actually just wants to waypoint it over here and see if he can do some of the eco damage that you guys mentioned, but it looks like he's going to back off now, picks him up, but he'll probably just regroup and, would you say, go in for another round?
He's going to have to wait for combat shield, I think, even though he's going to try dropping immediately, so I'm completely wrong.
This is a brilliant response from the Terran player, though. He recognized, okay, I am facing roaches. One of the big weak spots in a roach tech composition is their inability to defend against the drop, and that's exactly what Jjakji's going to take advantage of right now.
I really love the spore crawlers all around here.
He has to do that. Yeah.
So good.
But I mean, you say that, it is good, because there are Zergs who don't do that, right? And those drops just...
Yeah, on third base is going to be a little late. I love the Overlords starting to take positions on the left side of the map. They're going to drop creep in both potential third bases for Jjakji. I mean, as good as that first engagement was, at the end of the day, Hyun losing a bunch of roaches, I don't think it's going to set him back all that much.
Yeah, well, I mean, as you mentioned, he needed to do some echo damage.
Yes.
He got the roaches, 2 queens, which was a bit of a bonus, but at the same time, I'm guessing the phase of the game, Jjakji's going to try and get his third now, and this is where Hyun's going to be like, well, I'm going to see if I can start strangling you in terms of staying ahead on bases and eco and actually just overwhelming. So, do you like Jjakji's position, or how do you think he's going to come back?
No, I think he's in a little bit of trouble. It's going to be 1-1 bio against 2-2 Roach Hydra in roughly 50 seconds from this point.
He needs to recognize he's facing Hydra.
Hyun as well. This is the moment where Jjakji's army is probably going to do the best against the army of Hyun. Army supply that's even, and it's a very good sign for Jjakji, as this bio ball has way more DPS than these roaches
coming out. But wow, what a timing that is getting hit right now. These Widow Mines are going to go forward and just, well, actually I thought they were going to try to cut off the incoming Zerg.
Hyun overdid it a little bit with the drones. Like, he saw that army being active, he still went up to 79 drones.
This might just end right now. He's going to get the upgrades just moments before they complete. Well, actually kind of hit both of them. A little bit of choice. There's even a transfuse going down, a trap at the ramp. Hard to tell who's coming out ahead. Those hits are devastating. And it looks like Jjakji's got enough. Well, no, here comes the reinforcements. The roaches. It's getting close. I don't know, Kev.
I don't know, Jeff. James, take it away.
I don't know either. I just want to ask, did he drop like a changeling onto the Marines so the Widow Mine actually attacked it and blew up the Marines?
And he had the Overseer sparked above the Marines as well. That was a very cute move, because they did took some splash damage, but the new mines don't do as much splash damage as the old mine, and Hyun has just taken way too much damage here. His upgrades will finish
They did complete. That's huge, though. I got to say, if you would have focused down one of those Evo chambers...
Look at all these drones.
Yeah, I mean, I think it might just end right here, but I just have to say, that could have been a big nail in the coffin. There is burrow for these roaches. Just the numbers, though, and all the drones did die, so... Look at the supply. It's a 50-60 supply difference.
Yep, and that's never a good sign if you're a Zerg player.
Yeah, and
back to you.
As you mentioned, having the roaches, having to kind of... you need them to rally together, but burrow is finished, and he will keep a small amount of roaches together and force, for now, the army of Jjakji back.
Jjakji hit an amazing timing. I don't want to make it sound like this was like... Because we were sounding a little bit fatalistic, where we're like, wow... I think both Kev and I agree. I like the position of Hyun, but in that time, before Hydras are coming out, before those 70 drones and those 5 hatcheries were allowed to really start mass producing 2-2 Roach Hydra, that was the softest timing for this build. Into
79. But as you said, a very thin window there for Jjakji, but he hit it very hard.
Here's a cool flip side here as well. If we can see some stabilization from our Zerg player, these are 2-2 upgraded Roach Hydra, which is ahead of the Terran player, although that window's closing here. It's just for the next like 20-30 seconds. But that army's tough to hold off, and there's no tanks in low mines. Can he do it? Can he come back?
Yeah, I think that's a good point. Well,
I think so.
In terms of like not having tanks out and you're a viable, if your viable essentially dies one, and even if you escape with some medivacs, it's, how fast you're going to reproduce and how fast will the Zerg be able to counterattack. So I'm just adding something there. Kev, you got a nice little smile on your face.
Kev chucked you under the bus is what just happened.
No, not at all.
Take it, James.
This is like a whole new James. James actually doing some serious StarCraft 2 commentating.
Dude, even last night when he was very drunk, he was dropping some good
No one ever let me on. a StarCraft stream, and yeah, I'm here for the semi-finals, so I might replace myself after the first
You know what
map.
it probably is?
No, not at all.
Living with Apollo, #1, based god, aka also best, through the walls of the good studio, it probably just like some of it bounced off your brain. Just sat there and analyzed.
I did get to
James from his bedroom could hear like,
him a lot as well.
By George, I never realized this timing existed. I've just discovered it.
and he's like, you're so smart.
110 army supply against 117 doesn't look all that bad, but still, the upgrades are even right now, so it's going to be very hard for Hyun to get a favorable engagement, unless he just gets somehow in a way better position, and the mines deal some
A
friendly
lot of
fire.
Hydras. The Roaches are a little bit stuck behind.
Oh, those changelings once more. That's really smart play.
Concave's so good. That's a lot of Zerg. So many medevacs, by the way. He needs to start thinning those out or do something about them.
Yeah.
He's lost his detection. He wants to bring that back over. There's a lot of what. That's like, quickly, gentlemen, under the ground. Everyone.
The way Hydras pop up is so
I know, it
fun.
looks so... They headbutt the ground. It looks
They're like,
so
yeah.
stupid. They're like, to the ground with us.
These moves that Hyun is pulling off though with the Overseers, that's really sick. He just keeps forcing these mines to pretty much be useless in those fights, if not actually work in favor of him.
By the way, it's 3-base Zerg versus going on 4-base Terran.
Roaches sneak by everything. I have no idea how that happened.
We saw that earlier, actually. There's 3 Roaches that just were like... They just left, and that's apparently what they went off to go do. Really cool. They move so quick underground, that's viable now. You can just start throwing these guys around. Remember how people used to play the...
Oh my god.
Like the Jaws song? Now you're going to have to play like... It's not even going to sound like it anymore.
So one medevac will get sniped over here on the right side of the map as well. Hyun just made 18 additional Hydra lists. If I was like, the worst thing Jjakji could do now, in my opinion, is keep attacking into Hyun. He has to max out. He has to rely on those 3-3 upgrades. Then he will still be fine. But like when Terra fights with one,
Is it just safe to say that he needs to start transitioning, or does he need to put some pressure?
he is getting Pedagogic Lens actually.
So he will have Fungal, which is super powerful in conjunction with that Roach Hydra composition. The thing is, and I'm still waiting for this. I look at Jjakji. He's getting Drilling Claws. I mean, when you look at mass Roach Hydra, I don't know that you think Widow Mines. I'm not sure that that's what you should be like focused on. I mean, watch what happens here.
Right when you
So
say
many
it,
Hydras. Big concave.
Sick Roach play over here as well. Jjakji really just has to retreat. He has to sit back a little bit and max out. He's throwing away a lot of free units left and right. He's not going to get this hatchery either. This is actually sick that Hyun is somehow fighting away 3 but not as scary as Huntly.
I feel like this is a robot like hitting something it's never seen before. It's like, what is this? I keep making Marine Widow Mine. What's going on? This could be a big fight for Hyun. He's getting a lot of SCVs down here, of course, with 4. He's going to have a lot of mules to back that up. Actually,
these Hydras.
No, it's like, what about these? Kill them too. Doesn't need to pull back. Roaches are going to be powerful against that, though, because look at the Marauder count. It's quite low. And he did get all the SCVs off that base. Supply still in favor of the Zerg.
84 against 73 is not that massive, though. And there's so much energy on all these medevacts as well. Jjakji should be able to get this base for sure, unless he just starts running around to chase units. I think he's going to get it.
He's leaving 2 Marauders behind to do it. That's overkill, if anything. You know what I'm saying? Just kidding. Doesn't die. A lot of roaches coming out, but the real danger, and oh no, look, 7 infestors in production, actually. What I was going to say, it's Roach Hydra as a composition that's super powerful. Just roaches by themselves, especially against 3-3 bio, they can get mowed down. They just don't have the overall DPS to do it. But with Fungal, ooh, that can get dangerous, especially against a lot of Marines.
Plus 3 missile attacks on the way now as well. Sorry, James, go ahead.
No, I was just going to say, yeah, he's only actually got 4 Hydralisks in his army right now, so we'll have to see if that composition is going to work out nicely for him. Where are the infestors?
They're about to pop. Oh, they might actually, a couple of them might actually spawn over here.
That would have been ugly. Oh, Stem's going for it. Yep. Come back here, you little bugger.
He's going to get it.
No, don't do it. Oh, he could have even burrowed. What a great Marauder. guys, I did it. I killed him.
Look.
He's going to retire as a general or something.
We actually have 5 infestors under the army there.
Oh, they're burrowed. I like this.
Oh.
I like this a lot, potentially. Yeah, okay.
No, that's actually the sick Pongo, but
he can't get up there. The rocks are down. He has to... The rocks going down saved this army, man. If those Fungals would have hit, the Zerg comes crawling up that ramp, that would have been devastating. All things in the air. Yeah.
Well, Hyun's actually going to have to rotate round, get into position. And this defense seems a little bit slim now with these medivacs still being up.
Look there, the fourth base died as well, and the third was under siege. Like this, he was actually getting attacked from absolutely everything. Look at the emotion on Jjakji too.
To keep tweeting hashtag HSC about whatever you think is interesting, and of course who you hope is going to win the tournament. Is Deja going to be the first player to win
so
2
uninterested when you're telling
cups?
people to do that, by the way.
Why?
You're like, yeah, just tell us what you think. And
Hashtag HSC, thanks. Check me out at HomeStory, greatest #1 show on
let
the
us know what you
planet.
think about
Artosis.
corruptors in your Roach Hydra build.
How else would I say it, James? How would you say
I don't
it?
know. I don't know.
Would
Call
you
him
throw,
games.
You would throw a little more color into it? Exciting.
You heard his Martin
that
speech.
good.
You felt the passion with him. He was like
that was pretty bad.
putting people on the spot on camera to donate money. That's the strategy you need to do. Ask people around you to hashtag. Don't just ambiguously say it. Someone walks by and say, hey, hashtag HSC.
Just like go up to somebody and be like, can I use your phone? It's an emergency. And then just start tweeting off their account. Just
HSC.
Me or the guy comes home and his wife is like, what the hell is HSC? I don't know. Liar.
And now he's following Rotterdam. He's like, what the hell? You have a CC first coming out from Jjakji. Whirlwind, this is a fairly common strategy, but you'll notice he's doing it the safe way. He's going to do it at the top of the ramp with that barracks, which means we've discovered through the fine craftsmanship of Major and Conan and DeMuslim at MLGs that if you 10 pool this or 6 pool it, you will not get through there. They will SimCity behind it and they will be safe. Hyun going for the gas early on.
Yep.
Could be a Baneling bust.
Much quicker gas, so let's keep a close eye on the extractor to see how much gas Hyun will mine. Lucky for Jjakji though, he's going to scout Hyun immediately in the right bottom side of the map. That's actually excellent for him. That's going to help him a lot.
Yeah.
So Hyun is probably forced to stop mining gas soon, because otherwise it's like, well, this is not much of a surprise anymore now, is it?
Hyun's going to do, I was just going to say, he should pull off the gas right now.
Yeah, and then he can always
the
put it
mind
back
games.
on.
Yeah, get right back on it. I mean, look at the gas. No, it's actually exactly 100.
Yeah.
Let's see if he hops back on there, though. SCV is going to leave being chased by 2 Zerglings. Looks like it might just be speed. The nice build you can do from this, too, by the way, is a natural canceling, just, 20 some odd speedlings. Usually it's 1 bunker and barely a Hellion or 2 will come out, and as long as you micro it well, you can actually get them to lift that natural, kill a few SCVs, and stagnate their economy just a little bit.
Some Zergs are really sick as well. They know exactly when the Rex go up, and then the moment like they want to switch to Rex with the factory, like 20 links running their base.
Is that a 3rd CC?
That is the 3rd CC.
is that greedy, Jeff?
Super greedy.
Now he's going to go double eBay behind this. Then we can call it.
Oh, is this the old build?
Yep.
I love this build.
What does it do?
This build brought rivers of Zerg tears until they were like, I have to make Banelings and Roaches now. And then they started to stop doing this build because they would die automatically. Shout out to DeMuslim. It's going to be a factory follow-up, double engineering bay. Like this is the greedy of greedy. This is Wall Street Journal, not Journal, excuse me, Wall Street, just the movie.
I mean, it took most Zergs, Sulky, to figure out actually how to deal with it.
Okay, so what's the counter?
You're just
action?
all in it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Anything. And there it is.
It's a fact. Okay.
This is going to be Roach Baneling, by the way. We see a second gas going down at the natural. So
Also, Overlord speed being researched. That's kind of interesting.
good scouting, I suppose. A little bit weird though, because he is going to all in. He should all in, and that's precious gas that could have been. Well, no, there's the 3rd.
He could still go pretty hard
Timing
with
attack,
it.
we call it now, I guess, right? It's a timing attack.
The good old timings. Well, so far nothing has happened, so you could still call it the timing. No single unit has died on either side.
Remember that? So you cited something that was one of my favorite moments in time. This happens all the time in StarCraft, but whenever like the metagame gets hard countered, there's that 1 week where everything's just getting brutalized, and I have no idea what to do.
Symbol did this so many times as well.
Yeah.
Like Symbol made it to 3 quarterfinals back to back while just
The Terrans were just running for the hills every time. They're like, my quad CC double eBay Banshee harassment build doesn't work anymore.
Hyun is going to fly in with his speed overload. He's going to see both engineering base, and he's going to see the 3rd command center as well, which is already in orbital. A lot of roaches on the production tab. Baneling nest going down as well. So here we go, son.
So he's doing exactly what you expected him to do based off the information that they gave. Hey,
That's what we're here for.
Hey, Forzain, do you like commentating? Forzain just agreed that he's going to cast next game. Isn't that nice of him? Thank you, Forzain.
Oh, James is trying to make a quick departure.
Not today, James.
But either way,
Hellions leaving the main base. Super important here. Jjakji is going to... Here we
Now
go.
he knows, but it's pretty late, I would say. This is just outside his base.
It's at the cost of 1 roach. 3 additional bunkers go down, but it's going to be pretty hard to pull this one off.
This is not a drill. Gentlemen,
Red
the
alert.
Star is still fully operational.
A lot of Banelings being produced It is just, what is that, 9 or 10 roaches. That's not the major threat. The major threat is the gooey green poppy zitty things coming up this ramp in just a moment.
He's on 50 SCVs as well, so he can definitely afford to lose a few. The additional buttons not ready yet. So far, so good for Jjakji. Up.
He's bought enough time. These bunkers are gonna finish.
Wow.
But the roaches are already here. There's actually not enough bodies to get in the bunkers. Look at that. He's got 7 or 6 bunkers, but there's only 4 guys to get in it.
3 units on
That's it. Okay, guys. It's us against the world.
A couple of Widowmites might actually get really juicy shots off. Baining's got reasonable connection. Look at these Widowmites. Oh.
Well,
I thought it was going to be way more exciting than it was.
this bunker.
This bunker does not die.
I expect you to die, Bond. It's just not dying. He's going to hold. Jjakji holds.
With 3 units.
Yeah, man, but that bunker. That bunker.
A really nice play by actually bringing down the Hellions down the ramp to actually get some initial shots on the Banelings. That was pretty huge in terms of just setting it off in the right direction. But looked a bit touch and go there. But where do you think Jjakji is now in terms of his ability to hold if there's any more pressure coming in from Hyun? And what do you want him to
slam into the earth and just start wiggling into it? It'd be so cool.
Oh, no, that's when they die, yeah.
Can you cast corruption on buildings?
Yeah.
Yeah? For real?
Yeah.
So
or no, you can't. No, excuse me.
You meant you were thinking of contaminate.
They alternate my brain. I was thinking the overseer ability, which is contaminate, I guess.
Yep.
No, corruption's only on you.
Hey, he just salvaged all the bunkers. He should still be fine because this is not a real attack. This is a fake attack by Hyun. He wants to scare the hell out of Jjakji, and he will. Jjakji's like, I just salvaged all my bunkers.
Is he? No, just repairing the wall.
Man, what a boss.
Hey, by the way, Jjakji leading 1-0. Really good hold. Really good hold. And for you guys at home, he made 5 frickin' bunkers. You might look at that and say he didn't necessarily need them, but you can't underestimate the power of Roach.
No, he had
Baneling.
like 6 Marines actually when the fight was on. So 5 bunkers for 6 Marines and a Marauder during the defense.
Hyun is going to try to go for a run by Jjakji. Is aware of it though, so he's going to position a couple of units and meanwhile kill the Overlord that was denying his 3rd base. Interesting stuff. Jjakji is also expanding towards Hyun. How do you feel about this, James?
Expanding forward, just kind of, it's psychological. It's basically saying, I'm coming at you.
You're not wrong.
I will throw units at you and also some of my money and minerals just because, help you out a little bit. But essentially, no fear from the kid. 1-0 up.
Spire is going down, so those Corruptors do pose a pretty serious threat.
Finally!
I think
there have been people that go Ling Corruptor, by the way.
He's most likely going to be going into Muters, please.
We joke. Suppi used to do that, actually. We joke. But Suppi used to do
Ling
Corruptor into Broodlords, but he used the Corruptors to kill the Medivacs until he got to that stage.
Well, they're very good at killing Medivacs, actually, yeah.
My concern here is that Hyun's attack, it wasn't successful, so that in of itself puts him quote-unquote behind. But what puts him in a worse situation as far as I'm concerned is there's not even a 4th base attempt going on right now. Like, he's just unconcerned with it. And on Whirlwind, he could spread his wings lower left-hand side, like take that 3rd base option from lower left main, and maybe you even grab the main, but just start expanding, get more gas available to you.
I definitely agree with you. I mean, he killed a handful of workers, and I do like these small run-bys. He's not sacrificing too many links, but he's slowing Jjakji down. Jjakji had some plans to move out or maybe deny some creep. Creeps are obviously going to be incredibly important when you play Ling Muta Bane. As splitting on creep is pretty tough.
Spire's just about done. I'm excited.
Keep your eye on it, James.
I'll let you know when I was finished.
Could be Milos or Corruptors.
Finished.
It's a 50% chance you're right. Still no 4th base attempt. I'm almost wondering at this point in time if there's a bit of tunnel vision happening for Hyun where he thinks he needs to keep attacking to win this game. I agree with Rotterdam. Nice counterattacks, although that one's going to whiff. It's going to go right past.
That was actually a completely exposed mineral line. But
at the same time, if he can secure this quickly and actually start putting some pressure on, surely you have the advantage on the attack, and this base will effectively just remain safe as long as you're knocking on the front door of your opponent.
Yeah, it's just Terran's going to need depots anyway, so a lot of times if you control pathing like that, it's just a good idea. He is leaving behind Widow Mines, though, to all of our points. That's a nice way to slow down the lane counters. Tried to build a missile turret, couldn't do it. I wonder why.
Didn't have the planning permission.
Yeah, the Zergling has like a straw poking up out of that pavement, like... The SCVs. Hey, boss, can't build a missile turret over here. There's something breathing or something fierce. Probably nothing, Jimmy. Just ignore it. I like to think of Zerglings as pugs. That's probably what they're most likely.
Was it like Tremor or something?
Yeah.
Oh, plus 2 million is about to finish up for Hyun. He's definitely going to need to buy some time for that. Once more, he's going to try to roll in with a few banelings. Oh, Widowmine's ready though, so he shouldn't overextend.
Burrow to banelings, one of my favorites. We saw this in the Symbol series. He was using those quite well. Didn't end up getting him the win, but it was something that I've been on that soapbox for a long time. Love seeing it here.
Yep. Could definitely go very well.
So
then again, the fact that there is like creep knocking on the door is probably like, well, let me deny the creep too much. Oh, hey, baneling.
It only takes, you know what I like about those is, yes, you're right, but man, when it works, does it work? It's so gorgeous. 3 base Terran versus 3 going on 4 base.
He actually stabilized nice out of that semi-filled already. Yes, he did kill 12, 13 SCVs, but against that super greedy opening, that was not exactly good.
There's one Burrow of Baneling Bomb. No, Kevin, here's why I like it so much, and I've been on this for a while. We're going to get some harass here at this third.
Scan goes down. So
careful about the Mutalisk, though. Careful about the Mutalisk. There's 3 or 4 Mutalisks dying in the background. This is actually a terrible attack by all rights. Good on paper, but because he left the Mutalisk there, he just lost 500 gas and Mutalisk.
He also lost a lot of banelings because all of the burrowed banelings got scouted and the additional banelings didn't connect that well. He still has a lot of supply there. There's a 96 army supply right now for Hyun. Okay, most of it is outside of his natural.
Being active with his links, really good.
I mean,
I was just say, I like when you show burrowed banelings even once. Let's say you never revisit the idea again. Terran now has to scan all over the place. They can't trust that there's no burrowed banelings.
How is Hyun meant to play this composition? Because he had 2 situations where he picked up a medevac with a bunch of units in it up top, and then he had that baneling bomb mid, and then he kind of just went over to the expand and pretty much threw away most of his army. How is he meant to play this unit composition as we now see Jjakji on the offensive?
I mean, I like what he's trying to do. He's trying to go for run-bys all the time. These are actually reasonable baneling connections over there. Now at the same time, he's once more going to go for a small run-by. But the fact that this base is here makes it actually harder to go for run-bys all the time. At the same time, in the main base, he's shutting this down as well. Jjakji just threw away like 40, 50 supply.
Yeah, look at Hyun jumping up 30 supply ahead. Oh, Widowmine's
in the middle of the map.
Turn back, R2-D2s. Get out of there.
Burrow. Baneling.
Nope, this is a bad attack for Hyun. Why are you so crazy with your mutas, Hyun? Get out of here, you little rascal. He does have that 4th base, now mining off of 8 gas. Again, though, I really feel like you should be going on 6 base, not for minerals, but like to be on the gas almost exclusively. You really could do that. The other thing here, too, is Jjakji's been trying to drop along that right side. That's the most predictable and also spotted side. And, of course, that's all he can do. He can't go to the middle of the map. That's not reliable. But Hyun's not punishing him for that inability to do that kind of thing.
I love the overload spread around the entire map, though, because Hyun just keeps seeing these medevacs leaving. Now, again, on the north side of the map. Hyun has been able to kill 33 SCVs throughout the entire game. So after that opening phase, he did kill like 16 additional SCVs, which is definitely something. But I do agree with you, Jeff. He needs more bases than he has now. And let's not forget, 3-3 has finished up. And it's a Terran on 4 bases, so Terran can play this war like till the dawn of days. Huh?
What's Hyun's advantage if there is one?
Sorry?
What's Hyun's advantage if there is
Hive
one?
is about finishing up, but he didn't research pathogen glands. I really think he needs to invest this once more.
Yeah,
right?
It's hard to call anything an advantage at this point. Like, yes, he just cleaned 2 medevacs down as well. Cleave, excuse me. But
he's
I
up
agree with what Rotterdam
supply.
said. There's 4 base Terran Jjakji, so he can trade Marine Widowmine all day long. He will get the better trade eventually.
Yeah, we've seen that over and over again on Derelict Watcher. Perhaps that's why the map is not in the map pool. Because every single game plays out the same way.
Could be.
Like
Belcher Vestige is in danger of being kind of similar to that as well, I feel. TVZ on there is it's always just parade push up and down the map, and that 4th base reserve is so problematic. Again, the right side's going to get harassed here. Widowmine's going to circle around alongside that Bioforest, middle of the map, being scouted by Hyun.
There's a Changeling army in the middle of the map as well.
I like it.
Oh, more Bailey's going to pick up Hyun. This is not a fight you want to take.
Yeah, can't fight there. 3-3 Terran, right? If I'm not mistaken.
Yes, 3-3. And 4 bases, so... Jjakji once more maxed out. Hyun is going to have to buy some time for his 3-3 upgrades to finish himself. He's trying to counterattack. That 4th base is, I want to say, a little exposed, and I forgot it's a planetary fortress.
Not exposed at all. Super powerful. Going after this 4th base attempt. Don't like that 4th base attempt, guys. I'm going to go out on a limb and be pretty critical. That's the base that's going to get attacked and destroyed and killed all game long. Expand away from the Terran. Go back to the analysis by James, which was actually pretty spot on. Terrans want to expand towards the Terran, the Zerg, because they want to bring that aggression forward, and they want that They want to have like a base camp. Yeah,
it seems that way. Yeah, because even like Hyun, you can see him actually bringing his mutas round to the top now. He's had a hard time just getting them here. These sensor towers are really doing work, and this is probably the first time that these mutas have actually had a decent attack.
It's actually pretty good so far for Hyun.
Yeah.
It's just,
could get a couple more Widow Mines. Yeah. Not sure why he's running away.
Down in the bottom left, this Terran army could be doing some big damage.
Jjakji's all over the place, guys. This might be a pretty decisive. I mean, it was nice, had a lot of aggression, but right off the bat from that defense against the semi-all-in, Jjakji's been in control this entire time. He's been all over the place, dropping, not even successfully, but controlling map.
A lot of Banelings running in on the north side of the map as well, trying to kill this planetary fortress. It's not really working. They're getting a couple of SCVs here and there, but losing a fort base and not being able to kill the other fort base on the other side of the map. Hyun with 2,000 minerals, 1,400 gas, waiting for ultras, but I'm afraid it's just the old story. By the time that the ultras are actually out, he lost most of his bases.
His base is dead as well. Baneling's going to roll in here, but there's so many medevacs in this Bioforce.
Nice.
Jjakji's so good on the micro side of things. Doesn't split perfectly there, but the damage is done. That fourth is dead.
The start was really good, and then he kind of just left. He's like, I'm winning anyways. It's okay. Great game here by Jjakji once more, defending early on with like 2 Marines and a Marauder. That pretty much...
but 6 bunkers, you know.
Yeah, it kind of set the pace of the game, and Hyun did definitely try, but Jjakji didn't want to know anything about it. Once 3-3 is finishing up and he secured that fort base, he always knows it's going to be a very, very tough fight.
These are pretty hard positions for Hyun. I've got hope in the series. Like in both games, I liked his ideas. Roach Hydra on Newkirk, not a bad idea. Of course, Jjakji, like we said, did hit that key timing here on Whirlwind. He saw the fast 3CC. He scouted it out. He did a reactive, okay, let's do a Roach Baneling timing attack. The defense from Jjakji was superb. And unfortunately, from that point, as you said, Rotterdam, it was just kind of playing uphill. And against Jjakji in this form, his TVZ is disgustingly good. He's really good at this.
James?
You as well, yeah. I was going to say I was going to talk about the movement of the map probably after the game, but as you can see, the mutas are deflected from the forward orbital command with some decent turret placements. So again, Hyun not really having an opening, not allowed to take anything, and he's going to have to GG out, and Jjakji will now go up 2-0.
He does a 3-hatch timing attack, and that's very larva intensive, so he's basically saying units over harvesters this time around. And a lot of times what Zergs will do is if they do massive economic damage, killing a lot of SCVs, they can then afford to do 2 or 3 rounds of drones to recuperate. But he actually didn't kill many harvesters. In fact, he was going after the bunkers specifically, not targeting the harvesters. So Jjakji's economy was relatively untouched except for the opportunity cost of the bunkers.
Yeah,
and then when he came back on making drones, he only had 3 hatcheries and then made a macro hatch and then took a 4th much later. So his larva use was very, very clogged up. And we saw that Ling harassed the 3rd base that was very early put down. But he wasn't doing massive economic damage, so those Lings themselves were very expensive as well.
And that base at 3 o'clock was, in the end of the day, so much easier to defend than if you would have taken the base at 12, which is something that you would normally do, at least the majority of the time. But yeah, he used it because A, it was easier to defend and harder for Hyun to make run bites, and B, he needed it as a sort of a staging ground as well to launch attacks from that point. Really sick play by Jjakji. He just played very solid. And right now we see the red Zerg in the right bottom side of the map here on Frost, on the ropes a little bit. He's going to have to win 3 games straight against the former GSL champion, which is of course the greatest show on earth. He is.
Hey, it's Nick Taste's plot real quick. I want to jump in here from Gome TV here. Absolutely right. It is the best show on earth. Kevin doing a great job. With me is Artosis, and we're from Korea.
Why has he got like a little bit of a... Is that a lisp you gave him, or what was that?
Hey,
was he slightly drunk?
Hey, Arston. It's Nick Taste's plot from Gome TV. Quick question. Yeah, I do have a little bit of a... Thanks, guys. You're doing great. Love you.
All right, and of course, Terran in the bottom left is going to be Jjakji. So if you're young and you're coming into a game and you know you just need to win 3 in a row, but of course you're going to concentrate 1 at a time. After your 2 losses, where not necessarily is your head going to be, but what's reliable? What kind of style should you be playing with Zerg on this map?
I mean, to be honest, it's kind of cool for him.
He's definitely switching things up already, though. Double hatch.
Doing it blind, though, man. He's expanding towards the Terran, unfortunately. It's really bad.
He's going to scout him immediately, so that's going to help him out a little bit. But against his
that's not his
opening,
first scout, though. I mean, not immediately.
Oh, sorry. You're
secondary. To something James said, though, I want to actually up the ante to give you guys an idea of how important this game, this series is. If Jjakji closes out and beats Hyun, your grand final, Jjakji versus Tasia, TBT. Your 3rd place match, Hyun versus Leonok, a ZVZ. Literally, the fate of all that is entertaining rests in the balance.
Man, that tank change definitely did wonders. First big tournament, TVT. Yeah. I think we have to change the tank back.
You're exactly, and that's science as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah.
Do we really want to go into the new year back in 2010 again? No!
You know, some people are actually going to be like, whoa!
We're making so many Terrans. Shut up! Shut up! Look at the Protoss in your tournament! Where's Deer and SOS?
Beat you up when you get back.
Idiots.
So what's Hyun's strategy here? What's he looking to change up?
Don't get embarrassed.
Not to get embarrassed.
3-0 sucks.
Okay.
When you're down 0-2 against Jjakji in a best of 5,
I don't think he cares about embarrassment. Like, we did point out his pants
he does
was
wear
wearing
crazy
earlier.
pants, you're right.
Yeah.
No, but seriously, I like what you're asking. You're asking what kind of mentality do you get in. I mean, the thing is, I honestly, and I'm speculating, let's put it this way, I've never faced Jjakji at the final stages of a tournament. I guess the 0-2 part seems fairly familiar. What I would tell you, though, just from a competitive mindset, I would assume
I have a lot of experience.
he can make
with
no
O2
wrong
as well.
decision. He can cheese now. That's fine because you got to start taking risks. You don't button up and play super conservatives, of what I don't think you do, because that's exactly when Jjakji pounces on you with crazy, greedy, super cheesy builds because he has games to give.
That's why I like his opening, though. He's not afraid to just go very economic. And at the end of the day, both game 1 and 2 were fairly unusual games. Like in the second game, the Roach Bane all-in didn't do what it had to do. And in the first game, he just kind of overdroned a little bit. Like he missed the army moving out. He's like, oh, I have a couple of roaches, I'll be fine. And suddenly he's like, man, I wish I made a few additional roaches. This is going to be pretty aggressive by Jjakji, though, this game. He didn't open all that economically. We can already see 3 Rexes going down.
2 reactors.
Double reactor as well, so he's going to be producing a lot of Marines early on, a couple of Hellions as well. And it's so important for Hyun that he scouts this properly, because if this army, I mean, this is not even half of the map, this army has to look across before Hyun is in trouble.
This is game 1 build all over again. And that third, unfortunately for Hyun, because he wasn't able to scout the Terran first, it is. I mean, look at that cliff overlooking the third, guys. This is such bad news bears. This is dangerous stuff.
Oh, a bunch of links in the main. Oh, that's sick. Oh, very well done here by Hyun. I love how he split those up early on. That was sexy.
It was sexy.
A little win. Gonna help him move into the early part of the game. But like in terms of information on each other, what do they have? Who knows what about who?
Well, that's a great question, James. And again, I'm not being sarcastic. These Hellions have such an important role. They're supposed to inform the Terran on what's going on.
Oh, this is already 3 out of 6 Hellions that went down so far. There's
no
still
idea.
a lot of links.
They can lose more. It's like, why are they fast already? It was pretty quick speed.
Wow, you might actually still get a couple of them, though. They're all so low in HP. Yep. Well, great micro on both sides. Wow,
head home, boys. Go repair. You've got nothing else to do.
3 aliens all
walk
on
out there and hit a pothole, and all 3 of them just explode.
They drive into each other.
But that's a win, by the way, for Hyun. Hyun's being greedy on the drones behind it. There's the macro hatch.
Oh, I like
those speedlings held off. They don't know it's 3 hatch before pool. They don't know where the third is, by the way, because that could change up what Jjakji wants to do. But my fear here, Stim is about to finish. Medevac's about to pop out. It's going to be about 16 Marines, and they're super safe when they move out. This is such a great timing from Jjakji. If the battle turns south, pick up, go to the main of the Zerg, or go back home. Both options available to him.
Droning up pretty hard as well. His 9 additional drones going to bring him up to 58. Creep spread is quite reasonable too. He has a couple of active creeps around the map as well. But he has to be careful, because this is that phase in the game where last time he overdid it a little bit. Once more, we're going to see 2 Hellions picked off immediately. A couple of Marines might get zoned out as well. Oh, this is actually a pretty good fight.
Do it, Hyun.
Oh, the winner.
Do it for all of the Zergs on the planet. This is great. He might lose all the Zergs, but guess what?
This was so
beautiful trade. And look at the Medevacs.
They're
supposed to, no, well, that one Marine says otherwise. He's like, no, I will turn my head and cough. Get over here.
Great fight though by Hyun, absolutely perfect there, fighting just before those Medevacs arrive, and able to, really take the power out of this potential push by Jjakji.
Third base,
able to deflect it with, just his Zerglings at the moment. So he hasn't really spent much gas whatsoever in terms of investing into an army. So we only see now Banelings coming in. Decisions from Hyun, where should he go from here?
Macro up a little more. Right now he has all the time in the world. That third command center is just halfway done for Jjakji. That 4th and 5th Rex are just going down now. Hyun is in excellent shape.
Combat shield just started for Terran. 1-1 about to complete for the Zerg. Baneling speed immediately start up. Ladies and gentlemen at home, notice how every single time the gimme upgrade for our Zerg player here is Burrow. He's not going Infestors, he just gets Burrow every single time. Please copy this, please follow suit. It's such a underrepresented upgrade, I feel, in the TVZ matchup, but really just as for Zergs in general.
So to look at Jjakji's game, I just want to say, like, it seems like the last time when he gets map control with Hellions, he's pretty much gone, would you say, for quite an investment into the early army that wanted to get information and damage, but he was just shut down this time round. Then Hyun managed to retain control with good play over the watchtower, if you can call it that.
Yeah, I mean,
and now
the Hellions set the pace. They inform the Terran on everything. They might fight back creep tumors. They also endanger Zerglings. Like, you're relying on your early Zergling count to get you to that mid game where you then either have Roaches or Mutalisks or something.
So Young's got to be feeling good about the whole situation, like the game at hand. He's not going to be too worried, or what should he be worrying about, if anything?
I don't know what his emotional state's at. Based on his pants, he's feeling absolutely insane.
He just came back from like the sickest rave.
He probably feels pretty good though. We should actually, you bring up a good issue.
Hyun just hasn't slept at all, man. He raved all night long.
We should put color-coded emotional bracelets on each player. You can like zoom in
like
on
an
it.
aura.
Oh god, he's feeling foreboding right now.
I mean, that Viking has been killing a couple of overlords, guys, on the south side of the map. And Hyun is actually supply blocked now. Jjakji's army is bigger than Hyun's army. There's also a medevac still that's undetected on the right side of the map. Losing all those overlords, that kind of stinks, and Hyun right now is making 5 overlords at once. If Jjakji would push the issue, it would be kind of a dicey moment for Hyun.
Hashtag dicey. Jjakji's macro is insane. He's been trading with Zerglings, which of course is, you know, should be about equal. He's getting broadside here. He's not really seeing it just yet. Managed to evade most of the banelings, but the Zerglings do connect there. Third base in danger here. It's a question of the banelings, so you have to... Wow. Oh, wow. Okay, well, never mind. Those were fantastic. I was just going to say, you can't haphazardly use banelings because the gas that they represent is actually quite expensive for the Zerg, but this is what you're looking for. I mean, even just accidentally end the game right here. He's like, I was just going to try to kill your third, but if you want to die right now, that's fine too. Didn't raise the wall!
More banelings rolling in, more links on the way as well. We have 40 additional links on the production tab, 58 now even. Look at the minimap, it's just a never-ending string. Nope.
Or corruptors. This is crazy.
He's just making links and banes, and so far so good. He shouldn't overextend though, because I feel that he's starting to throw away a lot of Zerglings over here.
Well, yeah, I mean, if you look at the supply, it's actually, the Terran is trailing, but only by 6.
Yeah, these Marines getting a little bit hard to kill now under the medivacs, and he will back off, but he saw an opportunity, it looked like, because you saw a new kind of stream of Zerg units heading over. But do you feel after the attack, despite it going initially great, that he did overextend?
Yeah, I felt a little bit. Like
I don't know.
The first attacks were great, but those 40 to 60 additional links that he made sent across the map, that was a little too much.
Either there's no armory or he's forgotten about his engineering base because he's not upgrading 2-2, and this is the first time in the 3 games that Jjakji has had any kind of hiccup in his upgrades.
Yep, there is no armory.
He has been on fire with hitting his timing.
But still, these fights are going really well for Jjakji, Jeff.
I don't know, Kev.
Okay.
I disagree.
All right.
Well,
supply is so even though.
What if he GG's like 5 seconds from now just to make me look even better?
Then you would look pretty good. And with 54 additional links on the way, I guess you might be right.
Hang on, wait. Let me handle with grace. That was a really good game. Again, the upgrade, hiccup there, and just the overall pressure, I think we can all agree at this point in time.
Invested. Will we go to the rubber match, or will Jjakji just close out this series? Over here on the right bottom side of the map is, of course, our red Zerg, Quantic Hyun. And he is going to go up against my Insanities, Jjakji, who is our blue Terran.
Team Quantic sending Hyun around the world. Shout out to them as well.
Yep, sending their entire roster to...
well... They actually have.
I'm assuming there's only one member of Quantic.
I think so.
No, there's not. They have a full roster. I do want to say though, actually, news came out during HomeStory Cup that one of their big members, Huangshin, is going to retire fairly soon. And Huangshin was never like a super big fan favorite, but he was always one of my favorite Pros players to watch. So I just want to take the moment, give a shout out to him. Thank you for your time in the game, and may you find happiness elsewhere. Whenever a player retires. Thank you.
That's beautiful.
It's always, you know, I mean, that's the kind of cool thing about our lives.
How much pension do you need to join EG's retirement home that you're in?
Do you... Oh, like... Oh, you're making that joke sober now, too. Damn, I have no excuses for you. You're not funny anymore. Damn it.
I missed half of it.
James! Oh.
I'm going to open up my own.
Ever since you sold out to DreamHack, you just haven't had the humor as much.
Yeah.
I heard your guys' show is pretty funny. They make you guys stand the whole time. That's funny.
We get to sit down when the games are live.
You earned that?
Yeah.
Guys, can we sit now? They're like, yes, you're off
We're talking
camera.
about Dream League or?
Yeah, it's
the Dream League. Yeah.
Asus ROG Dream League.
Just want to say thank you, by the way, XMG, for helping out the HomeStory Cup. Look at him mentioning.
They're an awesome sponsor. I like that he's here and he's like a part
Chris
of
is
this whole
cool,
thing.
man.
He's a good guy.
I'm surprised he actually gave some money over like that easily. Although he did say he had to talk to his boss, so who knows?
Oh, he's got all kinds of safety ways to back out of that.
Yeah. No.
I'm a little bit sad
put
that
it on camera.
Munchi is not here this time.
Yeah.
Munchi is such a...
Who's Munchie?
He's an Austrian Produce player.
He was really good. Is he still playing the game? I heard he's kind of moved on, right? He hurt his wrist really bad in a motorcycle accident. He's just
he's been playing a little bit of League as far as I know.
I'm overly
don't
out of
tell me
touch.
that.
This is the first time
Then
I
again,
met.
knowing Munchi is just probably partying like a rock star.
He is a handsome son of a bitch,
He
by the
really
way.
is.
I would make out with his face. Wouldn't think twice about it.
You know, one day Bling and Munchi will feature in the movie. Like,
Oh, fanfic. Yeah, I've already written several of those.
Have you seen Bling do the somersault on his Facebook page? Posted, like,
Yeah, he's a trapeze artist.
he was just out in a club, and then like there was a dance competition, and there's a thing of Bling just doing a front somersault landing,
Can
and
do
then
it.
going into a dance.
Reaper
Crazy.
enters into the Zerg base here. There's a gasless opening from Hyun. Pretty standard, actually. He was hiding a drone as natural look because I think he was worried it would show up there first. But both these players, it was kind of funny. We were like, what's the mindset of the both? And it was like, wow, Jjakji can go full cheese. Hyun can as well. Game 4. Super safe, conservative play by both of them. I mean, there's the third CC up there, but Reaper opening is considered the more safe opening for Terran.
different opening though for Jan over here, as he didn't take any extractor yet.
Yeah.
Probably going to go up to 3 hatch before gas.
That's what I'm saying.
Or he's just going to rely on these 2 queens and then take double gas at like 5:30. I think that's what's going on over
Could
here.
happen as well. Tasia fixing his hair.
Tasia
Good job. Good job.
Tasia just waved at us while he was like looking very
He's no
intensely in the mirror. He's like, the only player that can beat me this tournament is that guy. And look at himself.
Those new, yeah, just looks in the mirror.
Look at the mirror.
You are the best player of this tournament by far. Would be really cool if Tasia suddenly like slams himself on his chest and he's like, yeah, come on Tasia, you can do it. I would actually love to see that.
Big year for
wanna
Team
hear,
Liquid. Also, if you're a fan, do check out DreamHack Winter that's coming up in a couple weeks because they're, I think both Tasia and Hero will be there. Certainly Hero. I think Tasia as well.
I think Jaedong will be
And
there too.
TLO. Well, I'm just saying Team Liquid for right now. Jaedong, of course, will be there. Quarter's a better game, and Elfie. Double Reaper moving around the ramp. No third, by the way, just yet. The Zerg player is mining gas, though, so Hyun's gonna button it up for this game number 4. He's going. I've seen this build several times. In fact, Scarlet does something fairly similar to this.
That's correct.
Explain the build to me. What's going on?
Well, he's got, I think it's 4 queens, maybe 5.
No, he's got 4 now.
And he's going to go up to 3 hatch here in a moment, but he's taking his good time to do it. A lot of times you'll see that 3rd hatch go down earlier, but because of the prevalence of things like Hellion, Banshee, and even Marine Hellion, a lot of times you feel safer with 4 queens to be a much more staunch defense. So he's going to hold off on it for now.
As far as I know, he had going on the other side. He did know.
Hatch, by the way? No, it's building fast.
That's not enough DPS. Okay, Overlord is going to fly right now, fly in right now on the top side of the map. He's going to see the Starport. He's going to see the Tech Lab spinning as well. So Spores will go down immediately. This is all looking pretty good for Jan. He's going to be able to defend most of his aggression without really losing anything.
Oh, this is a danger moment, though. 4 Hellions, 2 Reapers can take on 2 queens. 1
There
Reaper is
are
dangerously
roaches.
low.
Transfuse is ready. Well done.
He actually targeted the... Well, no, yeah, he targeted the wrong queen.
No,
No, they both had transfuse.
They spawned at the same time, yeah.
Kevin, like, I don't know what to tell you. Maybe not, right?
Yeah.
So, can I just ask, what exactly is Jjakji getting done?
Now he wants to...
Info, harass, this time.
I mean, he got a good amount of info with the Reapers, right? Because they were actually in the base this time,
Well, now
as
he's
opposed to
threatening
his
a third.
Hellions that weren't able to go in
Banshee
there. but-
swings in here, and against those 2 weakened queens, there's a chance they can kill the 2 queens, and maybe even the 3rd with it. But now
Okay.
3 queens and a Spore Crawler.
I actually think that Jan is more than fine, and he should survive this
Oh,
phase
yeah.
of the game without taking any damage at all.
Kill the
Maybe
queen! Or Banshee. Nope.
A few links here and there. Did he cancel Cloak, by the way? It's still going on. What the hell?
Yeah, but so when I
Did he
said
cancel it or something?
What a stupidly slow upgrade. David.
Yeah, now he cancelled it. Because I felt like he was researching that for a solid 4 minutes.
This Overlord, by the way, it can't be understated, the one that's just above that. Here is why Terrans are building Vikings these days. Because if he doesn't, this now Overseer is going to know everything all game long. You have to get rid of it. It's like a peeping Tom. You don't mess around with those guys. You just burn them with fire.
Reaper trying to get some scouting information in the main base, but there isn't really all that much he could see. Doesn't get picked off immediately. Double eBay follow up by Jjakji as well.
Good opening for Hyun, though. I have to agree with what Rotterdam had said. This is looking to be perhaps another Game 5. I mean, again, it's not anywhere near in that category, but I like where Hyun's at. And now it's Roach Hydra.
With Corruptus, man.
Maybe. James smiles a little bit, and inside his head he's killing you really slowly.
Roach Hydra Corruptor would actually be pretty sick.
No, it wouldn't.
I think it would be sick.
Infestors are way cooler.
No, like slow transition into Broodlord, but then like use the Corruptus for a little while, drop some Corruption. I think it would be pretty sick.
What did you pay Rotterdam to try to make you sound right?
I've got to still
I'll
pay
give
him
you
for the
40
poker games that he's
ticks.
beat me in, so I owe him money basically. It's just
Really?
being nice so I get it back.
No.
Of course not. I've just been losing to Stardust in poker. And it's
Stardust?
Don't even
ridiculous.
bring that up. We'll talk about that after. There's a whole bunch
Yeah.
of stories to tell about that.
Stardust is a sick gambler, man.
Yeah, and we're going to play a $100 or $50, €50 game after, and Stardust, who's played 3 games of pokers in his life, is like, yeah, I'll play. It's gone great for me.
Has like 2 beers in his hand.
He's like, poker's super easy. I have no problem with that.
He's
I really
all
love
sat there doing
Stardust.
math. I'm sat there.
I haven't seen Stardust without a beer in his hand for the last 2 days.
He's a good guy.
Banshee's chasing down these roaches. Of course, super important game going on over here. The winner will face Tasia. Yeah, we trailed off a little bit, but there's a lot of money on the line, guys. If you win this series, you guarantee yourself with at least $6,500. You have a chance to go home with $10,000, but then you will have to stop Tasia from claiming his second HomeStory Cup title, which would also be
In as many HomeStory Cups, yeah.
victory.
Sorry. You were doing that beautifully, and I just had to interrupt you.
Yeah, well, it's okay. That's why you're Ben.
Exactly.
I just got a message from Ben. He said, Jeff, you're being terrible this weekend. I'm kidding you.
I know. But I've learned through James that if you don't laugh when someone says something like that,
Yeah,
it hurts them more than it ever could when you said anything.
Did I teach you that trick?
Yeah, you did. I'm more powerful than I ever was before.
Oh God, I've given you the dark powers.
Power of silence.
Yeah.
It is actually kind of sad.
I've only just now, in my 28 years of my life, learned to shut up every once in a while, and it's been great.
If only you would have done that before.
Hey, important
Well,
thing happened, by the
Banshee.
way. Hydras have been spotted, which means Jjakji will change absolutely nothing if game number 1 is indicative of his MO against this. It's like, well, I still just kind of make Marines and Widow Mines. I felt like tanks were supposed to be the answer, but Jjakji's he's won a GSL from GOM TV in Korea with Artosis.
And Nick, Tasteless Spot.
And Nick Tasteless Spot, follow him on Twitter.
And call me Tasteless.
Oh, the
I
Hydras!
like his Twitter, by the way. He puts on some good music on there.
He used to.
Oh, does he not do that anymore?
Not really.
Oh.
Now he plays Battletoads.
He
does.
I know.
It's a hard
he
game,
was really
man.
passionate about
I
it as
know.
well. BlizzCon.
Calls the
He's
show Try Hard, man.
Yeah.
Calls the stream Try Hard.
Yeah. +2 being released right now for Jjakji. +2 attack and armor almost done already for Hyun. Hyun might actually lose his 4th base over here though, on the left side of the map.
Again?
At the same time, Jjakji is dropping in the main as well. He's doing what you want to do against Roach Hydra. You want to split up the units as far as possible. If this was a double drop, by the way, in the main base, it would have
Yeah.
been so tough for Hyun to deal with.
Hyun's got a rally. That 4th base did get cancelled again. This is not... Come on, man.
Sick micro battle.
Sick.
Oh, he lost it, Roach.
Roach
No.
Hydra on the march.
He was
About
like-
20-ish supply advantage for the Zerg player if there was ever a time. He needs to get in on that 3rd and achieve a concave because that Bioforce, as Rotterdam had said earlier, around 150 supply, it's a little bit weak, but we're past that now. This is a beefy-ass Terran army, and you need to get a concave against that.
Upgrades are very important for it though, because 1-1 is not nearly as scary as 3-3, obviously.
Right.
Something
Thank
towards
you.
2-2.
Thank you, Baby Knight.
This is not the perfect engagement over here for Jjakji. The majority of his units were not fighting. He's losing a lot of SCVs. These Hydras are dealing a lot of
Hyun.
damage. This is a good moment for Hyun to
Really
trade.
good. He actually might win this fight.
Wow.
The Hydra's doing so much damage behind it. As Rotterdam has said, the concave was terrible. All the SCVs do die, and this 3rd CC actually could get shot down as well. There's nothing here to repair it. He's gonna, he was gonna focus it, but he might just go for the guttural. There's a couple of Hydras gonna finish the job. The CC is gonna die.
Yep.
And at the top of the ramp, the problems could be worse. It's gonna burn, baby.
Unless he drops some mute to
That's
repair
it.
it. But he has different things
Jjakji's
to worry
gonna
about.
tap
It.
out in a moment, man.
Yes, he will. He's trying to...
Facts.
No, he has a lot of Marines. There's quite a bit of DPS, but he lost the orbital. That did burn down. So one way or the other, this was a great trade
Up
for Hyun.
70 suppliers, so.
New Roach is streaming in.
If I was Jjakji, I would tap that exactly when commentator Jeff would have said to. 66 Harvester's down. He's going to try to make another go at that 4th base, but he's going to run into a wall of Zerg. There's a lot of production coming up behind it. I mean, Kite the Widows? Okay.
You know, just take a look at the main base of Jjakji. There's like a couple of
Oh, they
changelings.
blocked the Marauder.
They trapped the Marauder.
Can I please? They're like, wait, let us suicide here in just a second. Oh, they don't do that, actually. That's just the Infestitarians. My bad. They're the only ones that suicide.
Plus 2 attack did finish off for Jjakji, but he just pretty much has no economy or army left. He's ones we're going to try to drop. I feel if you want to drop against Roach Hydra, double drops is so much more effective than single drops.
And you should be dropping while that big fight's going on. Like, if he would have just sacked the third but triple dropped the main or something like that, I've
but then he
seen
would've
so
also
many times where games end just ugly, but you just go back to your natural and pull the SCVs and repair and fight. And fight. Excellent top-tier commentary. Drop is huddling in the left-hand side of the corner, but, I mean, look at this. Too much Zerg, Mang. Too much.
Yeah. And once again, Hyun's playing the trick with the Overseers to kind of soak up some of the Widowmine damage, just making it even easier for these Roaches to get in up front and personal with the Marines, and they will clean up most of the Bioforce, and it will be Hyun to take number 4 as Jjakji will tap out. So a 2-2 scoreline, and he has played the last 2 games. I believed him when he told me.
Like
I think he is.
3 people understand the World of Warplanes reference, by the way. Just very recently they announced a new game.
Yeah,
also, the WGONA tank finals are going on right now in Las Vegas. Absolutely amazing tank action. So guys, after HomeStory Cup, make sure to hashtag rollout, and it's all about the tanks. This was one of the conditions that I could come here. I had to talk about.
Hey guys, Nick Tastes Ply here from Gome TV. We also have World of Tanks, One Echo, Sentiments rollout. Back to you, Kevin. Follow me at Call Me Tastes.
All right, over here in the right, in the left top side of the map, we got My Insanity's Jjakji, the former GSL Kodas champion, and he was still GSL Kodas last season as well. Even made it to the round of 8. He was up 2-0. He's 2-2 right now against this beautiful red Zerg. The right bottom side of this map, it is Quantix Hyun, one of my favorite foreign Zergs, one of the...
What?
Yeah.
Foreign Zergs?
Korean Zergs.
Yeah.
But he's like, I want to combine it with him traveling to so many foreign tournaments because we see so much of him.
I mean, which WCS did he play in?
America.
Well then, yeah.
He is American.
Yeah,
we'll see him at DreamHack Winter as well, by the way, in a couple
He
weeks.
actually played in Korea as well. He played Season 1 Korea, Season 3 America.
Special.
You know what? Actually, I meant to talk about this as well. So we were talking about how Jjakji's like one of the most forgettable GSL champions. The other guy that would give him a run for his money, speaking of Hyun, who did battle with this player in the Final 4 of the GSL.
I know where you're going with
Sniper.
this. Yep.
Where the hell is Sniper?
Everyone.
Where did that guy go?
Sniper took his paycheck, and the Sniper is like balling out of control in Korea. That's what he's doing.
I guess he's just still on a binger. Have I told you that I wanted GSL? They're like, shut up, Sniper, get out of here, drunk. You shut up! Beat another Zerg player, this is fantastic.
I really think that has been the case with a couple of the big champs that we had. Like, they get a massive paycheck. Like I remember
I
when
heard that about Fruity though.
I remember when Nama won
That's
DreamHack.
quite sad though.
I remember when Nama won DreamHack. Like he blew his entire money before they even paid him.
Oh no!
He's like playing online roulette 24/7.
I'll pay it back when I get my money.
Then he forgot to realize that they hold 30% tax.
It's like in debt.
So
he wins DreamHack and he owes $3,000.
I miss Nama. He calls me Big Baby. That's the nickname he made for me. It never stuck, but I like it a lot.
All right, guys, focusing on the game. There's a lot of money on the line. The winner will move on to the finals to play against Asia and HomeStory Cup 8, powered by XMG. It's been a really fun series, been a really entertaining series. I have no idea who's going to take it. I must say he looked rock solid in the last 2 games.
Tell me about the map. Like, what does this map kind of lean itself towards? In
Roach
terms of
Bane all-ins, all day, every day.
They'll do it.
So we won't be seeing any.
Wide ramp at the natural, CC first, very common. These are all things that speak and lend themselves towards that build.
Okay.
Terrans a lot of times predict it, but you can't. You don't just like make blind four bunkers, you know. So he's going to open up the same way. He's going to have Hellions out on the map.
Yeah, well,
and if he runs into Roaches, it's going to be a Roach Baneling.
What is going to be extremely important is if he's going to drop those additional Rexes before that command center, or if he's going to go with a super greedy build once more. Like
Dude,
next
if he 3
command center.
CCs, that's playing with fire.
Yep, and then double eBay behind it as well. That would just be borderline suicide. We'll see.
It is borderline suicide, I would say. Big baby.
Big baby.
I love Finnish accents. And I'm not
we
being
need.
mean.
Why is Welmo not here? I'm just thinking about that. That's really weird. I would love to see Welmo here once. He's never been here. We need more Welmo.
Fuser was supposed to stop by too, actually, now that I think of it.
No, he's too busy in university.
Oh, okay.
He only mined 100 gas so far. He does still have 1 drone on it.
He did that last. Oh, there it goes.
Second drone.
So, do you think this is pre-layer, or not pre-layer, that was, well, the last one was pre-layer as well.
Yes.
I mean, pre-3 hatch is what I want
If
to say.
he wants to do it, now he's probably going to go up to 3 hatches because he wants to sell it like he's playing a macro game. If he is going to do this. As you said as well, it became so predictable that a lot of turn players play a little safer here. Money is going up though for Jjakji. No Rex is going down yet.
Here comes the spotter. I love this Overlord. Hyun's so good about this. It's going to see the add-on. You see the factory, and those are very typical things. Like, that's very common. Oh my god.
It's a planetary fortress. How sick would that
Don't
be?
get crazy.
Like all these banelings are all in the planetary.
In time for the pre-layer Bane. He's like, what are you doing?
I would love to see.
I know you so well.
Hey, that would actually be kind of sick, because then if he takes down the rocks, he can just like build SCVs 3 at a time and rally them to this base over here. And he's never going to take any damage from run-bys. Either way, we see the Roach one go down as well.
It's pre. Oh, no, it's not pre-3 hatch. Never mind. But it's going to be pretty quick. It's going to be the same one. He needs.
I think so
here's
too.
the thing, though, guys. The defense that we saw before, I use the word miraculous, and I feel like it's a word worth elaborating on. He did a good job, but because the Banelings took the volley from the Hellions, they weren't able to detonate against not only the bunker, but the SCVs repairing the bunker. Like, you don't have to absolutely kill the Terran with that attack, but you should kill 20-some-odd SCVs, and if you don't, you're in trouble.
He's going double eBay as well.
Why?
He's on 1 Rex. These
on this map, why?
I have no idea. I mean, Jjakji is going to have to pull an absolutely miraculous hold up over here. Is it going full Todd?
Guys, no. Full Todd is to do...
I know.
No, never mind.
Todd is around, so be careful.
All right, he'll punch me in the head. So he'll, right off the bat, and he'll build the bunkers, but he has no bodies to put in the bunkers. Is it still 1 barracks?
Yep. He is on 1 barracks at the moment.
Oh my god!
He does have 1 Marauder, so that helps a little bit.
A little?
Wait, where's the Marauder? He had a Marauder. He cancelled it. He only has Marines now.
Guys! What is he thinking?
Oh, no. I thought
are you serious?
I thought he could still make it into a planetary.
No,
that would actually be his saving grace. Let's be honest.
And these guys, look at this, the Hellions. This is so tragic. Okay.
All right, now Jjakji knows, and
He
he's
knows.
like, well...
But, as James pointed out the last time we had this defense, he needs the Hellions at the top of the ramp to thin up
he's
the Banelings.
sacrificing 1 Hellion, or maybe just like, he wants to make sure that he knows what is going on. He saw all the cocoons, well, he has to know what's going on.
He has to know now.
He has a lot of Hellions.
Those are late bunkers.
Yep, a little later than before.
All things considered.
Oh, he's losing Hellions as well.
And he can challenge the bunker. He doesn't have to wait.
These roaches can just stand there.
He's going to get the bunker.
Yep. Oh, the bunker took so much damage already. The roaches will... All right.
Guys, there's no more Marines. They died. They didn't even move back. He has 4 Hellions. There's 2 Marines there. This is just it. It's over.
No, Baneling's trying to connect with as much as possible, but yes, Jjakji is in so much trouble.
Trouble doesn't even cover it, my friend.
Trouble.
You're like falling off a skyscraper. Like, well, I'm in a lot of trouble at this point in time. Like,
jumping out of the airplane,
holy
forgot
cow.
your parachute. Well,
I hope that pavement's soft for some reason. This is just over. He's gonna, it's over.
GG is called, and Hyun will make it to the HomeStory Cup final here. And he will go up against Stasia. So we're going to have another TVZ. That's going to be amazing, and it will be played later today after we